Hey everyone, in this video we are going to build our Simple Cub 1000. So let's begin. So let's build our wing first. Okay, now let's keep it aside. Okay, now let's build our fuselage. I just made some progress in the fuselage. Let me show you. I connected the motor mount, the front separator and the rear separator. I don't know what they call it, but I'm calling it the separator, and the bottom mount. And that's it. So now we'll move on to our wing. So let's do that. So earlier we connected two parts of our wing with the spar. Now we'll sand it. So now that our wing is cleaned, we'll calculate where to put the cuts for the control surfaces. So now that our wing is completed, let's move on to the fuselage. We'll make the connections later. So now I believe we should connect our tail now. So let's cut the control surfaces of this tail. So I just made the tail. Let me show you what I did. I cut the control surfaces of the tail and fixed it with the tape, and then I also cut the control surface of the vertical stabilizer into the fin and fixed it with basically two pieces of plastic. If you can see, so it is movable like this. And I did it for the stability of the rudder. Actually, this configuration is more stable. See, I just made the rear landing gear, and this is how I made it. I took a wheel and bent the wire something like this. Okay. So now I'm going to take this cut piece of the scale, fix it like this, and then I'll stick into the tail of my aircraft. So this will basically protect the tail from the shocks. This will go here, and here, so the whole weight of the aircraft will be on the scale and not the rudder itself. Rudder will be there only to steer it. So yeah, let's do it. So I just ended up finishing the tail portion. See, this is how I fixed it. I use the scale to support the structure and rudder to give it the steering. Then I'll basically connect the control rods here and it will be functional. Now
One eternity later.
so I just finished making the wings and let me show you. And this is flaps. And ailerons. Although the response is late when the flap setting is on, like you can see. And when I turn off the flaps mix, the response is a lot quicker, but I do not get the flaps. So that's a drawback. But yeah, the wing is done. We'll put some decals on it later. So it's been quite a few days since I worked on this model, and today we will fix the canopy and fix the landing gear then. So let's start. So now that our structure is completed, you can see my camera is over. So now that our structure is completed, you can see the cowling and these spikes, bamboo rods, and the only thing remains is a landing gear. And then we will fix the electronics. So let's do the landing gear first. So as you can see, I just finished landing. So as you can see, I just finished building this landing gear, and yeah, I fixed it with the pieces of glue stick. Now it's time to fix our electronics in and see how it flies. So let's do that. So as you can see, the electronics are all completed and aircraft is ready for ground testing. So let's do that. So the aircraft is moving to the left by itself. There might be some issues with this wheel. I'll fix it. I just finished building this aircraft, and as you can see, I put some decals on it. And I know they look funky, but that's for a reason, because I wanted it to be funky. And I've said we haven't located us yet, just for fun. And then I removed the gyro and use only the IA-10B receiver, and I have used extended servo cables for the wing, for the ailerons, and the battery lies within foam pad. And for the wheel, I used weaker wire because I didn't thought it needed to be strong, but I was wrong. So now I have used a stronger piece of wire, the same I use in the main one. And I didn't use any S-shaped curvings for now. And I connected it directly to the rudder, as you can see. So now our aircraft is completed. The ground test was earlier done, and during the flying I'll be using a 10-inch propeller. This was just for the ground testing, so it doesn't use much energy, but during flying I'll be using a 10-inch propellers. The antennas lie here, ESC here, and before flying I'll connect these wires. Until then I'll leave them as it is. I use magnets for the hatch, so it closes, and it's not that difficult to be open, but I believe it won't open on its own, although I'll use some tape here before flying. And yeah, that's it. You can see tell me in the comment section, does it look beautiful, and how can I improve my next models?
हाँ वो डब्बा उठा दे
So as you saw that in my maiden flight, the aircraft tilted to the left. So now I'm going to use some washers. So now I'm going to angle the motor to the right to counteract the forces. So let's quickly do that. Basically, I'm using these small bushels on the left side of screws. Basically, tilt the motor to the right. That way, we can reduce the P factor. I've used very thin washers to point the motor to the left. So as you can see, this work is now done. Now it's time to fix the landing gear. The landing gear is a bit wobbly. The hard work is done. Now it's time to fix the electronics. I couldn't get the landing gear to be properly fixed and be aligned. So I just use a piece of wire, and for the launch, for the takeoff I'll use hand launch. So in real sense it's now a tail driver. This ESC doesn't have a battery elimination circuit, so I'm going to use a battery that I made myself. 6-volt flexible battery, and you can check it out how I made it. Now let's fix the electronics. Now all the channels will work. So I'll cover it with tape to make it stronger, and then we will go for our second maiden flight. Let's hope it flies. So as you saw, the flying started good but ended very bad. It was actually my second flight today. In the first attempt, it landed bad and the landing gear came off. So I hand launched it again, but this time with the intentions of belly landing. But this is how it is now. As for the wings are mostly undamaged. Had some dirt over it and slightly bent or dented from the right side, left side. This side has dirt over it, but it's not damaged, unharmed. The fuselage, this is also not bad actually. The front is broken, but everything behind this part is okay. So what I'll do is I'll order some depron sheets and trace it over a sheet of paper and then transfer it to the depron sheet and cut it in the same shape. And what I'll do is make a cut here and probably here and here. So to maintain the structure and integrity of the structure, some parts can be used again. For example, this canopy. Although now the front is broken, I'm thinking of making it a FPV without head tracking. It can be a FPV. I'll repair it definitely. And I have ordered a new aircraft. It's a flying wing from Vortex RC V2 Speedster. So do subscribe to my channel and wait for updates, because I'll be making that aircraft soon and also flying it. About this flight, what I experienced was the throws on the aileron was too much. So maybe that was the reason why it lost all control. I'll definitely fix that. But except that everything is okay. Propeller open, but that's fine. It happens. For watching this video. I do hope that you subscribe to my channel and like this video. So, goodbye. Jai Hind.